Hello, everybody. Today is Monday, February 18th, 2013, and you're here with Eric Moore. And today I want to talk about a book that I've written called Living for Friday, Dreading Sunday Night. Here's a copy of it right here. And basically, what I talk about in the book are several different concepts of how to make dream achievement real. There's so many of us that go through life that have dreams, and for one reason or another, those dreams don't get fulfilled, whether it's negative thinking, whether it's circumstances not working out in our favor, whether it could be a number of different things, whether it's us not having the desire for those dreams to come true. But a lot of different factors. But what I talk about in the book are several systematic ways to achieve your dreams and how to make those dreams reality in spite of the circumstances that life may throw in each of our way. I believe it's imperative that each of us strives to make our dreams come true. And I believe that really dreams are roadmaps to destiny. I believe that God bursts dreams within us and that we have to find a way to carry them out. But so many of us go through our lives with the, the thinking that all we are created to do was suffer, pay our bills, and then die. That all we're sent here to do is just survive and never really get an opportunity to succeed or really get a chance to live. And I just don't agree with that line of thinking. I believe that why would God, in His infinite wisdom, take the time to create us and send us to Earth to live life without passion, without enjoyment, and without uncovering potential greatness within each of our own lives? And I agree. I believe that God put us here with specific instructions and specific gifts and talents here to make the world a better place. And but so many of us, we let the circumstances of the world dictate to us how our lives should be lived. And I just don't agree with that. And I believe that now this is 2013. It's time to start fighting back. It's time to start reclaiming the dreams that God has placed within your heart. There's no better time like the present to do that. If you look around, you see all the layoffs, you see the job cuts everywhere. And who's to say that that can't be you tomorrow? You don't know. But what I do know is that if you entertain greatness, you will always have an opportunity to not just survive, but live and have peace of mind, which is so important. It's important for me. It may not be important for you, but I feel it should be. Because if you're going to live on this earth, you might as well get some enjoyment out of it. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, well, I'll enjoy things when I get to heaven." Well, why not enjoy your life while you're here? I mean, what's the point of being here if you can't smile? If you have no peace? You've got to figure out a way to enjoy your life. And I believe that way of enjoying life is birthed through figuring out what you're great at. I believe that each of us has potential greatness within us, but that greatness must be uncovered. And to uncover that greatness, it takes several different things. It takes life experience. For many of us, it also takes education. It also takes a belief in yourself that you're worthy of the best, that you're worthy to be great. It takes self confidence, not arrogance, but self confidence, knowing that no matter what situation you face, that you're going to be okay. It also takes faith that there is a God that has your back, that is looking out for you, that will grant you favor and open doors that no man can shut. But these are things that so many of us that we lose track of in life. And with my book, Living for Friday, Dreading Sunday Night, I believe it's an opportunity for you or someone you love to reclaim those dreams that have been lost for so many years. And you deserve it. You deserve the opportunity. You just look around. Look around. People are miserable. People are miserable every day. But especially on Sunday night, when they look at that clock and they say, "Oh Lord, it's almost Monday morning and my weekend is over." But the same people on Friday, when the clock is getting late on the job, that's when they're happy. But what's the point of living if there's 7 days a week if you're only happy for 2 of those days? If you're only happy on Friday, Saturday, and part of Sunday? There's more to life than that. You got to figure out what you enjoy, and you got to figure out how to get there. Build that bridge to get there. And that bridge is built with your abilities and God's Holy Spirit mixed together. Now, in the New Testament, it talks about when Jesus ascended into heaven after his crucifixion, how he ascended into heaven, but as he ascended, the Holy Spirit came down. And I believe that Holy Spirit, that God power, that can do power, I believe that each of us has the ability to access it and use it to really make this world a better place and to really be great at anything that we set our minds and hearts to achieve. But so many people have this power that's sitting there and it's neglected. It's neglected, and they say, oh, they look at other people using their God power within, and they say, oh, well, man, look at them. They just admire the work that other people do when they could be doing something great themselves. And I don't know if it's you, I don't know if it's somebody you love, but there is no time like the present to start walking within that God power and really making things happen for the better. And this world would just be so much better and so much more rich if we had more people out there that are willing to gamble on themselves and believe in themselves and really put themselves out there and go after their dreams. Because, like I said earlier, dreams are given by God, and in my mind, they're the roadmaps to your destiny. When you live out your purpose, that places you squarely on the road to your destiny, and that's the place where God envisioned for each and every one of us to inhabit. And when I titled the book, I said "Living for Friday, Dreading Sunday Night: A 5-Day Voyage to the Shores of Your Destiny." Now, there are going to be obstacles to destiny. I mean, there's just no doubt about that. There's going to be obstacles to fulfilling your purpose, but the power of God within you, if you activate it and if you use it right, you will get through those obstacles. If you believe in yourself, if you have confidence, not arrogance, but confidence. If you have confidence and faith in God to get you through, you'll make it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's going back to school. I don't know if it's starting a business. I don't know what is it that's within you. What is it that's been bothering you for so long? What is it that when you lay in bed at night and you look at the ceiling, you think, oh, I wish this or I wish that. Well, make that wish come true. Make it a reality. No matter what anybody says to you, no matter what anybody says about you, it doesn't matter because God chose you. He put the dream within you, and it's your responsibility to maximize your life. Because after all, you only get one. And as far as I know, nobody's come back from the other side and said, hey, this is how it is over here, or that's how it is. All we know is what we have in front of us day after day. And that's something that we can do something about. We can't do anything about what happens when we take our last breath. That's out of our hands. We can live a good life. We can do all the things that the good book suggests for us. But it's an unknown. We don't know what's going to happen right after. We don't know. But you do know that if you apply the principles that God has placed within your heart, if you go after those dreams that God has placed within your heart, and you obey the prescription that the Spirit of God, that God power gives to you, great things can happen for you. And I believe it, and I believe that you can achieve anything. Please go order your copy today of my brand new book, Living for Friday, Dreading Sunday Night. You can go to my website, Lifebread Prod. That's LifeBreadProd.com, or you can also go to Amazon.com. The book will ship anywhere in the world. It's $14.95, and I'm telling you, this $14.95, this investment that you make, it'll be the best $14.95 that you'll probably spend. I'm not saying that out of arrogance. I'm not saying that simply because I wrote the book myself. I'm saying that I know the power that it has within these pages, and it can really help take your life to a new level. I see my writings and my work. I if you were equate the Bible would be like food, I would say the work, something like this work and other works that I do, they're like supplements. They're like if you're taking vitamins to supplement your nutrition, um, just to give you that extra push, that extra boost, that outline, that plan to get to where you know that you can be. And I know that you can achieve anything that you put your mind to, no matter what you've been through, no matter how bad your circumstances may look right now. If you don't have any money in the bank, if you're near bankruptcy, if you're in debt up to your eyeballs, if you got bill collectors calling you. But I tell you what, the only call that matters is the call that God places within your heart, and you got to answer it. You got to make up your mind that you're going to answer it, that you're going to do the necessary work to make it happen, no matter what your circumstances are, because it's going to transform your life and take it to a level that you can only dream about. And those dreams that you have, they deserve to come true, and they will come true. So order your copy today, Living for Friday, Dreading Sunday Night. And I'm telling you, after a while, you'll be living every day to the fullest. God bless you.